If you go through the world looking for excellence, you will find excellence. If you go through the world looking for problems, then you will find problems. That's a quote by Joseph Connor, the author of Introducing NLP. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 basic concepts about NLP that will help you get started off on the right foot towards attaining excellence. Let's dive in. The fundamental principle of NLP is that our thoughts, behaviors, and communication patterns are influenced by the way we perceive and process information through our neurological processes. NLP helps us to understand and to reprogram these patterns for personal growth and effective communication. But basically, our neurological processes are the ways that we delete, distort, and generalize the world. Like whether we realize it or not, we're constantly deleting, distorting, and generalizing things. And through those distortions, we end up creating our own model of the world that exists from the actual world itself. It's important to understand that there's basically 2 types of world that we live in. We live in our created world and we live in the actual world. The actual real world is a world that exists external to us, or which seems to exist external to us. We also have an internal world as well. And whether we realize it or not, we respond to that internal world a lot more than through our external world. So it's important that we're able to notice how we're perceiving the world and being able to make the necessary changes, so that way we can view the world in a more positive and in a more empowering light, so we can go and we can take effective action and do the things that we want to do and make the impact that we want to make. Another important basics when it comes to understanding NLP is being able to know your outcome. Before you go and you decide to achieve anything or accomplish anything in your life, you first need to know where it is that you're going, because there's that old saying that goes from Alice in Wonderland, where if you don't know where you're going, then anywhere will take you there. So before you go and you do anything, you have to get as clear of a picture as possible into where it is that you want to go. Like, what are you going to see? What are you going to hear? What are you going to feel? Like, what is going to tell you that you've have not only defined your goal, but you also know that you've achieved your goal as well. So it's very important to understand with knowing your outcome. And this isn't just true in NLP, but in life in general. Like if you want to accomplish anything, let's say, like get a new high paying job, there are certain things that you're going to need to do before you can make that manifest itself. So always start with your outcome first, and you'll be on the right track towards achieving anything that you want. Now, last but not least, when it comes to NLP, it's a lot of people associated with the different techniques, such as like reframing, anchoring, modeling, and etc. And all of that is great, but I decided to keep that last as a reason because that tends to be what most people focus on when it comes to NLP, like just having like sort of a bag of tricks at your disposal that you can use for different situations. Now, of course, it's important to have a sufficient amount of techniques at your disposal, but you don't want to get too caught up in the techniques, but it does deserve a mention. So by being able to have a variety of different techniques at your disposal, for one, this definitely helps with behavioral flexibility, which is the ability to respond in different ways depending on what's happening to you. So you definitely want to have a bunch of different techniques, and this can help you in a variety of different ways, whether that's like changing limiting beliefs or like overcoming phobias or developing new skills. So the more techniques that you have, generally, the better position that you'll be in to be able to respond effectively and to choose and to do something that could have a potentially positive impact on the situation. So anyways, those were the 3 basic concepts about NLP that I wanted to share with you. I hope you got a ton of value out of this. And if you're still watching this video, I do have a quick question for you. Like, how did you find out about NLP in the first place? Or is this the very first video about NLP that you're hearing about? Just leave a comment down below. I would love to hear your responses. Also, if you would like to dive deeper into the basics of NLP, I do have a course that I created as well called Intro to NLP, and you can see a link down below where you can click, and I have a sales page that explains all about it. My name is Jacob Laguerre, founder of PCI Alpha. Hope you got a ton of value out of this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.